The following is a YouTube-based audio production, brought to you by J.E. Realize. That's me.
No, you're out of order! Hello, this is J.E. Realize. I realized when I was working on Birth April 2021 that I was planning videos of which I had not even considered writing scripts for yet. Yikes. That of course has changed, but I had to work overtime. But hey, it only took 26 months. Finally. Here's another 10 shows I never watched. Of course, I had to stretch the definition to mean shows I didn't stop to see, but this series needed a 4th installment before the others got their 5th. Give me a break. Rated A for awesome. I have zero idea what this show is all about. It's only really up here because it starts with A, sort of. All I know is it was on Disney XD. I was watching Disney XD at the time and I wanted to see it, but I have no idea how. It was about something, I know, but... well, if I don't remember what it is, it meets 2 categories. Didn't watch and barely remember, and does nothing else, so I should segue to the next... wait. That's how segue is spelled? Okay, I guess we should go to another kid show I haven't watched. Adam. Time to get into some Jetix history. I probably know about 10 Jetix originals, but out of all of them, Adam was one I never touched. As I recall, it was very late into the Jetix life. I have to stop myself here. Turns out I was wrong on everything I was about to say. Apparently it launched in 2005 and debuted in the US in 2006. I thought this was a series from 2008. Also, I was about to say that it was a CGI show. I know so little on the series that I didn't know it was regular animation. That kind of ruins my plans somewhat. I wanted this and the next 2 to tie together seamlessly, but no. I guess I'll end it by saying I had no idea I missed any chance of watching this series for 3 whole years. Really, that was r/whoosh right there. Max Steel. To avoid saying anything about this at first, I looked it up. It turns out there are 2 TV series and a movie based on the toy line. I'll go with the 2013 series, I guess. All I know is this is a CGI series and the main character can transform into a live-action Titanium Ranger. That's the best way I can describe it. And the transformational call-out. I can't get it out of my head. Shift into turbo! Wait, that's not it. Oh no, I crossed the stream! Slug Terra. I caught some glimpses but never sat down to watch it. Yes, that's kind of unfair, but what's also unfair is 10 shows I rarely watched and 10 shows I don't watch anymore, leading this series by an installment each, for over a year. Plus it makes for a good end cap to a trio, or at least it was supposed to. It's another CGI show. In this series, civilization lives underground and people get into gun duels with each other for fun and profit, except slugs are ammo and the slugs transform when fired. At this point, I'm kinda glad I know anything at all about a show. Also, what we describe as above ground is called topside, and popular consensus believes it's a myth. I guess there are weirder theories to believe in than the Earth is Lost. The only way to describe it creatively is to say I thought of the show the same way as I thought of Game of Thrones when it ended. It was a popular show on primetime television, but I never got around to watching it, and I think if Hulu even existed back then, it would have been really early into its lifetime. In the end, people saw the finale and were displeased with it, so I thought I'd be better off not watching it. Designated Survivor. You probably guessed by now that my reputation with primetime network television is worse than shoddy. But hey, I'll give this premise points for existing. Basically, what happened if the entire executive and legislative branch of the federal government was taken out, except for one who was in a bunker the whole time, and he has to take charge of the country? I mean, yeah, of course. I don't know if everyone disappeared or were just dead. No idea if I would watch it, though. It's a fine idea. I'm just worried about it getting squandered. Warehouse 13. What happened to Warehouses 1 through 12? Joking aside, I was interested in this show because sci-fi. I don't remember anything else besides that. I guess there are some top men involved. It's interesting to see sci-fi shows fight for primetime slots, though. They have a lot of stigma to battle. The Good Doctor. Not to be confused with Doctor Who. Yes, he's technically good, but I kinda disagree with him on the whole let's keep the human zoo for as long as I want thing. The show is interesting because it involves autism. As you know, I'm one of those people. What? I'm not saying that. Fine. Hashtag actually autistic. Hope you're happy. But I have yet to find a fictional autistic person who I actually like. They either don't act realistic to how an autistic person would act, writers would throw in tantrums or math-solving powers without understanding why they happen, or people actually wouldn't be confirmed autistic by the show. I should get into this in another video, but considering The Good Doctor has multiple seasons to its name, I guess I shouldn't be worried about not hearing about this show after the first season started. Maybe they got it right, or maybe it's a medical procedural and people watch it because it's a medical procedural. After all, House was popular in its day. I know what you're thinking. Stop it. Hotel Hell. As someone who watched a lot of Hell's Kitchen and a fair bit of Kitchen Nightmares, I'm acquainted a bit with Gordon Ramsay. As for this show, the idea is to send him into a hotel, motel, whatever day in a similar manner to Kitchen Nightmares in an attempt to remediate an ailing set hotel, motel, pitbull reference. I heard about this around the 2010s, I think, but I didn't think to catch the first few episodes. Considering this, like Kitchen Nightmares, is episodic rather than serial, I could have still got in, but I didn't. Since this was well before my binge fest of Hell's Kitchen, I'd say it was probably because I was bowing out to watching Fox. Were I to watch the series, I'd probably watch a few episodes to get a feel of his character around these situations, but it would be hardly new. Except for the Mark who thought bringing that guy in was gonna be painless. La Reina del Sur / Queen of the South. The reason why I'm going by both titles is, while it's a hit show in the United States, it's a remake of an existing Spanish-language telenovela. Yes, that's right. I'm mentioning a telenovela in a positive context. I don't usually do telenovelas because it's basically the whole comas and evil twin genre, which shame on me for stereotyping telenovelas. But in this case, I mean, I heard the Spanish language version in commercials all the time, and even though it looked passable, I passed on it. Then I heard commercials for the English language version and I did a double take, as in, wait, didn't we already have that show? No, it's two separate productions, the English one coming second, and I thought, I have to watch the source material. Except I went into another stereotype on Latin America-based media and thought the show can't have been archived anywhere. Hey, maybe there's a streaming service that has it for maybe a few weeks before it goes bankrupt due to the inevitable streaming bubble burst. It will happen. I'm just waiting for it to. It's on borrowed time. I know it. And I guess that'll do it. Do the feedback thing, like, comment, subscribe, or dislike because I didn't do one of these for a long time. Follow me on Twitter at JERealize. No, I don't have a Megazord, stop asking. This has been JERealize. I'll see you next time, and there will be a next time. That concludes our YouTube-based audio production. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I wish you farewell.